Fire which destroyed the Moria migrant camp in the island of Lesbos in Greece will have far-reaching effects. The multiple fires burned through the Tuesday night, reducing the largest migrant camp in Europe to cinders. Over 13,000 migrants, predominantly from Afghanistan, had taken refuge at the camp. The Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis has declared a state of emergency in Lesbos. He's also deployed extra police forces to keep order on the island, where thousands of migrants have now been rendered homeless after the fires. At this point of time, it is not clear as to how the fire started at the migrant camp. Now, according to the Greek officials, the case is being investigated as a possible case of arson. There are many speculative theories that are doing the rounds as to what might have set off the fires. According to the Greek Deputy Migration Minister, he insists that it must have been the refugees themselves who set fire to the migrant camps. The 36 migrants had tested positive for the coronavirus at the Moria camp, and hence the Moria camp was placed under quarantine restrictions. The migrants were reportedly unhappy with the quarantine restrictions at the camp, which resulted in some of them starting the fires on Tuesday night, is the claim that the Greek authorities are putting forth. But then the United Nations Refugee Agency, the UNHCR, has stated that it has received reports of tensions between people in neighboring villages and asylum seekers. The neighboring villages were not happy that the immigrants were camped there, and this too is being investigated as a possible spark for the fires. Now, originally built for about 2,000 people, the Moria migrant camp was home to over 12,000 migrants and refugees who lived in makeshift tents. About 400 unaccompanied refugee children who have been separated from their parents and relatives were evacuated from Lesbos. Now, human rights groups have long criticized the conditions at the camp, which hosts more than 4 times its stated capacity. No casualties have been reported in the fire, but thousands of refugees have been found trying to salvage their belongings, and they spent the night under the open skies on footpaths and also in other open places. Meanwhile, the locals on the island have also set up roadblocks to prevent migrants from entering into other Greek cities and villages. Greek authorities have deployed additional troops to maintain law and order. And in faraway Germany, hundreds of people gathered in Berlin and in Frankfurt in support of the refugees who have been rendered homeless. German Chancellor Angela Merkel has now said that France and Germany will take in minors affected by the Lesbos fire.
Und gleichzeitig habe ich den griechischen Ministerpräsidenten gefragt, was können wir helfen? Und seine Bitte war, dass wir insbesondere die Minderjährigen, die jetzt ja auch auf das griechische Festland gebracht wurden, aufnehmen. Wir haben mit Frankreich Kontakt aufgenommen. Deutschland und Frankreich werden sich daran beteiligen. Ich hoffe, einige andere Mitgliedstaaten auch. Denn die Migration, das ist weder das Problem der Länder, bei denen Menschen ankommen, alleine. Es ist auch nicht alleine ein deutsches Problem. Wir haben die Ratspräsidentschaft. Und deshalb muss es noch mehr eine europäische Verantwortung werden.